Hello and welcome back. You are tuned into the first part of the finals of French School Quiz, and I can feel the vibes of IQ rivalry in the studio as I grill the top 3 quiz teams which are equally good but slightly unequally poised at this point in time. Because when we went for the break, La Martiniere for girls was on 25 points, Birla High School for boys was on 30 points, and the quiz team from Delhi Public School Ruby Park was leading with 35 points. The team from Delhi Public School also gets the first direct question of the next round, a round of questions on famous teams or duos called Friends Forever.
Friends Forever.
6 questions coming up. Starting with this one for Delhi Public School Ruby Park. Ray Kroc, a paper cup salesman from Illinois, struck a deal with the brothers for national franchisee rights in 1955. In 1961, he purchased the entire business and the rights to the name. Name the brothers who originally introduced this new culinary concept and made it a worldwide business. Yes, DPS Ruby Park. Does the name Ray Kroc mean anything to you, Shyam Chakraborty and Rishank Pandey? I'm afraid not. And if you allow me, I'll move on the rebound to the team from Birla High School for boys.
Tupperware
Is not correct. Birla High School for boys went for a guesswork, which is always a good idea because there are no negative points at this stage of the quiz, but it was not the right answer. La Martiniere for girls. Are you going for a bonus chance?
Ben and Jerry's.
Is not correct. The correct answer is Dick and Mac McDonald. Ray Kroc, a paper cup salesman from Illinois, had struck a deal with the McDonald brothers, and the rest is, of course, as they say, history. The second direct question of this round goes to the team from Birla High School for boys. Cricket analysts like to look at how new ball bowling pairs compare with each other. With 100 wicket cutoff for each bowler, the pair with the best combined bowling average is Joel Garner's combination with whom, if both averaged marginally, gave away over 20 runs per wicket, and if their combined average in the innings in which they took the new ball was an outstanding 20.6 runs only.
Glenn McGrath.
Is not correct. Birla High School for boys, you completely misunderstood my question because the pair will have to be from the same country. And La Martiniere for girls.
Malcolm Marshall.
Malcolm Marshall is bang on, and that is a great answer. Shoini Malik and Kaushiki Das were just guessing, but they got lucky there. And the correct answer is we were talking about the winning combination of Joel Garner and Malcolm Marshall. The third direct question of this round goes to the team from La Martiniere for girls. 4 years after their graduation, Bill and David began working part-time on a product based on David's study of negative feedback in a rented Palo Alto garage with $500 in cash and a used drill press. By what name do we know their business today?
Microsoft.
Is not correct. DPS Ruby Park is going for their bonus chance now.
is it HP?
We were talking about Bill Hewlett and David Packard, which means we were talking about HP, which means Delhi Public School Ruby Park quiz team have just picked up 5 more points on the bonus. They also get their next direct question now. And their next direct question is, Larry Collins worked in the advertising department of Procter & Gamble in Cincinnati, Ohio, before being conscripted into the US Army. While serving in the public affairs office of the Allied headquarters in Paris from 1953 to 1955, whom did he meet, with whom he would write several bestsellers over 43 years? In other words, we are looking for the famous partner of Larry Collins. Shyam Chakraborty and Rishank Pandey seem to have been beaten by that question there, and they are passing, and their loss could be the gain of Birla High School for boys.
Joe Harper.
Is not correct. Birla High School for boys bungles on their bonus chance and give the bonus chance to La Martiniere for girls. It'll be a shame if this one goes unanswered. Shoini Malik and Kaushiki Das in a deep conversation there, but it's time to give the answer.
Pass.
You're passing that, and the correct answer is Dominic Lepere. Larry Collins and Dominic Lepere are co-authors of books like Freedom at Midnight. Freedom at Midnight is a book by Larry Collins and Dominic Lepere which describes the events in Indian independence movement, beginning with the appointment of Lord Mountbatten as the last Viceroy of British India and ending with the death and funeral of Mahatma Gandhi. Your direct question, Birla High School for Boys. Red Bull Racing Renault stands at number 1 position in 2013 in F1 races. Can you name the current Infinity Red Bull Racing drivers?
Sebastian Vettel and
Uday Jhunjhunwala takes a long pause after saying Sebastian Vettel. And I'm obliged to move on to La Martiniere for Girls for their bonus opportunity. Birla High School for Boys, I'm sorry, I have already moved on. After waiting for a pretty long time, La Martiniere for Girls is clueless and this question passes on the rebound. La Martiniere for Girls, are you answering now?
Sebastian Vettel and Fernando Alonso.
Is not correct.
Oh my god, it's...
And I haven't even said whether you know any part of your answer or the answer given by Birla High School for Boys is correct. Sham Chakraborty and Rishang Pandey from Delhi Public School Ruby Park have the last bonus chance.
Mark Webber and Sebastian Vettel.
Is not correct. The correct answer is Sebastian Vettel and Daniel Ricciardo. And for correctly answering Sebastian Vettel, Birla High School gets 5 points for a part right answer. The second direct question of this round for La Martiniere for Girls is coming up now. George H. Bush Sr. and James Baker, Bill Clinton and Madeleine Albright, George Bush Jr. and Condoleezza Rice. What is common to these famous duos?
The President of the United States and the Secretary of State duos.
Absolutely correct. They are all US President and Secretary of State pairs. And that is a fantastic answer from the quiz team from La Martiniere for Girls. The third wave of questions in this round starts now with this question going to DPS Ruby Park. And your question is, can you name Jeffrey Archer's famous 1979 novel on two men born worlds apart on the same day who have nothing in common except a zeal to succeed? And the clue for everybody is the sequel is called The Prodigal Daughter.
Cain and Abel.
Cain and Abel is absolutely correct and DPS Ruby Park have picked up 10 points. Your third direct question, Birla High School for Boys. And your question is, name the film produced by Kiran Rao and directed by Anand Gandhi, which is a story of human values and which won accolades like Best Film at Transylvania Film Fest.
Peoply Life.
Is not correct. Uday Jhunjhunwala and Indranil Bagchi went in the wrong direction with that question, and now Shohini Malik and Koshiki Das can have a crack on the bonus chance.
Ship of Theseus.
Ship of Theseus is absolutely correct. Ship of Theseus travelled to more than 8 film festivals and won the Best Film Award at the 12th Transylvania International Film Festival. The loss of the quiz team from Birla High School for Boys is the gain for the quiz team from La Martiniere for Girls. And now coming up, the third direct question for La Martiniere for Girls in this round, which is also the very last question of this round. And your question is, we have been throughout asking questions on famous partnerships in this round, right? And now, a question about a famous rivalry. The Other Guy Blinked is a story written by Roger Enrico about which two arch rivals?
Sherlock Holmes and Professor Moriarty.
Sherlock Holmes and Professor Moriarty is a good guess but not the correct answer. Moving across the floor to the team from Delhi Public School Ruby Park. You pass that to Birla High School for Boys.
Pass.
You're passing that to me, and I am unhappy that the question went unanswered even after doing the whole round of the studio floor, but I'm happy to give the correct answer. And the correct answer is Roger Enrico's book, The Other Guy Blinked, is about Coke versus Pepsi. And the author, a former president of PepsiCo, claims that Coke was outsmarted in the recent cola war. With that, we come to the end of round 3 and at the halfway mark of the finals. Team B, Birla High School for Boys, are on 35 points. Team C, La Martiniere for Girls, on 45 points. And leading at this stage is Team A, DPS Ruby Park with 50 points. Join us same time next week for the concluding and decisive portion and be a part of the excitement of the pole position of Friends School Quiz on 91.9 Friends FM. See you on the other side of the break with the last segment of this episode.